Uh,
हेडफोन दो शायद। Miss God.
Hmm. Hello, everyone. A very good evening. Would request all of you to please come on camera. Everyone, please come on camera. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, okay. Thanks, Bhavnesh. Please, come on camera, guys. Hi, Khalid. Hello,
Hello, sir.
hello, hi, Dipesh. Hi, Anupama.
Hello, sir.
Okay, okay. Hi, Ahmed. Please come on camera. Okay, okay. Cool. So I think we can start the session. So guys, welcome all of you to our masterclass on Python, Selenium, automation testing. So first I'll be giving a brief about our company. GroTechMinds, we started in the year 2022. It's been around 2.5 years, and GroTechMinds provide uh, courses in manual testing, automation testing through Java Selenium or Python Selenium. Then we also provide courses in performance testing, digital marketing, API automation with REST assured, ISTQB certifications. So all these courses we provide, and we are adding more and more courses. uh, if I speak about some of our USPs, it would be we provide ISO certification to all the candidates. Then our team work with each and every candidate and help them with the real-time projects. Then we also enable our students, candidates, and help them with the interview preparation. So a lot of mock interviews is something that all of our students goes through so that they can crack the real interviews. Then resume preparation is also a very important thing, and we help you with the resume preparation. Coming to placements, our team provides 100% placement assistance. And then at the end, internship experience is also provided to all the candidates. So these are some of the USPs that GroTech Minds provide.
ఎదురండి చికెన్ పైన గుడ్డు కూర మసాలా వేసుకుని అనుకుంటారు కదా
Yeah. Now, if I speak about GroTechMind's journey, so we started with a YouTube channel in the year 2017, right? So, I guess most of you might be aware or you would have heard about Manish Kumar Tiwari, software testing by MKT. So, we started with the YouTube channel in 2017, and gradually a lot of inquiries started coming in. And finally, in the year 2022, we formed a company. So this is about our journey, and I think on YouTube and in all the social media platforms, we have a good presence and a good number of followers as well. Okay, then if I speak about what are we going to offer in today's webinar, in today's masterclass. So Dipesh is going to be the trainer. He is going to cover about the technical aspects. So we will start with the web automation testing. We will also cover about why automation testing is compulsory in today's world, right? Why every company is going behind automation testing, why manual testing is kind of left behind, right? So that is something we'll be discussing in this webinar. Then we will also discuss about a lot of automation testing tools that is being used in the industry. Then followed by a live demo on writing test scripts, right? So we will cover a small portion on a live demo on the test scripts, and then followed by the Q&A session. We will also cover special discounts, rewards, and bonuses that is part of our year-end sale. So that will also be provided to you, so you can definitely go through it. And and at the end, whoever are the participants, they will be provided with the participation certificate. So at the end, we'll be rolling out a feedback form, and whoever fills the feedback form, they'll also be getting the participation certificate. So that's all. That's all from my side. I think I'll hand over to Dipesh. So Dipesh, as I said, he's going to be the trainer for the Python Selenium course, and he'll be covering all the aspects about the uh, Python Selenium technical aspects. So Dipesh, I'll be making you the host. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Abhishek. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are doing good. So let me share my screen and then I'll give you the brief about entire course content. So please confirm if it is visible. My screen is visible. Please confirm.
Yeah, yeah, it's visible.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. So guys, myself Devesh Yadav, I'm going to be your trainer in the entire course, right? So the Python Selenium course that we are offering here. So right. So I'll walk you through the entire course content, what we are going to cover in this particular course, and what you are going to achieve as part of the entire training, right? And even you are completely fresh, right? No worries, right? So this course is designed for the beginners, completely beginners, right? So if you don't have any knowledge about any programming language, even you are from a not from the technical backgrounds, don't worry about it, okay? So we will cover each and everything from scratch. You any 12th class student can also learn it. You just need your dedications and the time to learn this course, okay? So let me walk you through the about the entire course content, why, what are the things that we are going to cover. So as the course suggests that we are covering the Python Selenium course, so we have to take one particular programming language. So here we are going to cover the programming language that is a Python, right? So I will brief you about the Python stuff as well, that why we have taken a Python, okay? Let me just walk you through the remaining tools. So Python is the first tool, programming language that we will take. Another one is a Selenium. So Selenium is a web automation tool that we are going to cover as part of the training, right? Web automation tool is basically whatever things that you can see on the website, any of the website. It could be your e-commerce website, your social media website, it could be your official website, right? Any website that you can see that you want to automate it, you can do with the help of Selenium, right? Then the framework part. So what is a framework? Framework is something that helps you to architect your complete automation code in a proper way, so that you can easily grouping of the test cases that you can do with the help of Pytest framework, okay? Then the next tool that we are going to cover, API. So why API? Nowadays, most of the web services are working on the API model, right? So if you can take example of Azure, AWS, right? And like a Google services, these all are working in the API. So API is the most like a wanted skill in the market. That's why we are covering API testing with the automation in the Python. We'll cover that. Then the GitHub. So GitHub is the like a code management platform. So it is a cloud platform where you're going to maintain your code, where you are going to push your code daily basis, and the team collaborations generally happen on the GitHub side only. Okay, so the GitHub we will cover, and the next tool that we will cover, that is Jenkins. So Jenkins is a CI/CD pipeline tool which will integrate your code with the any of the further platform for the executions, right? And you can streamline your entire pipeline as well. So I'll brief about most of about the Jenkins as well. Then the next tool that we'll cover, PyCharm, which is the editor for the Python and the script writing, and Jenkins and the GitHub is already I mentioned. Okay, let's go the next. So as I initially say, Python programming. Why we choose Python programming, right? What is the reason, right? So let's say I'll take example that you guys are completely blank, right? And most of the people in the initial day when they start learning programming, they leave the programming just because of the complex structure of the programming language, right? The syntax, they are not able to understand the lot of import libraries and many things you have to do here. But in a Python is a complete plain English language. What you are talking in English that you can write in a Python, right? So that is the reason that Python is the most easy language to learn. And you just need to focus on your logic instead of the syntax of the programming language. right? If I want to write a one single word, like a hello world program is the first program of any programming language. In a Python, I have to write one single line of code, right? Just print hello world. That's it. But in our programming language, if you want to do that, then you have to write around 6 to 7 line of code with a different type of import sections you have to do in the Java, C++, or somewhere. But in the Python, no, it is one single line of code. So that's the reason that Python is a very easy, readable, and simple programming language, right? Now the next section, that is the interpreted language. What does it mean, interpreted language? So let's say you write any code in a file, which is like a 10 to 20 line of code. In a Python, it executes each particular line separately and it gives you output. So no need to compile in entire file and get output. So there is no separate compiler. It will compile dynamically whenever you execute the file. So no need to compile to create a compile file or anything. It will compile, it will convert your code, and then it will give you the output, right? In a line by line. That's the reason it is known as interpreted programming language. Okay. Then the dynamic typing. What does it mean, dynamic typing? So when you deal with the programming language, you have to solve a problem. To solve problems, you have to provide data. The data could be any form. It could be numbers. It could be string format. It could be the word format, right? In other programming language, you have to provide that what kind of data that you want to assign, right? Specifically, you have to mention. But in Python, no need. You just need to provide data. Python will automatically know that what kind of data that you want to assign or use. But that is the reason Python is a dynamic typing. So our headache is done. Our headache is already Python is taking care. So no need to worry about that as well. Now, object-oriented programming. So object-oriented programming, if you're not much aware about, it is a kind of the design pattern or structure to write a code that following most of the programming language. If you heard about the Java, which is a purely object-oriented programming. But Python is object-oriented along with the procedure-oriented programming as well, right? So it is a completely pure object-oriented. You can design any high-level product that you want, right? It could be your web development, it could be your mobile development, it could be your desktop application development, it could be your database servers, anything that you want to design, you can design with the Python, right? So there is no restriction at all. Now, extensive library support. What does it mean, extensive library support? So if you want to deal in the like a mechanical industry, you have a library to support. If you want to work in a medical, then you have a library to support. If you want to work in the artificial intelligence and machine learning, then you have a library to support, right? So that's the reason that Python has a wide area all over the technical world to work anywhere. So all the extensive library support are there, right? So that's the one point. Now, cross-platform compatibility. So Python by default available in these, you can say the Mac OS and all Linux platform, right? By default, it is a programming language available, right? So you can work with any platform, flavor of the Linux. You can work with the Windows machine, any flavor of the machines. So that is the reason that is a cross-platform supportability we have with Python. Easy integration with the programming language. What does it mean? We are working in a Python. Why you want to integrate with the other programming language? So there are some application available in the market which is already written in the Java, which is already written in the C++. They don't want to convert entire code in a Python. They just want to execute that code and they want to integration. So then you can, let's say, I'll take example of C++. Generally, the kernel level applications, they are generally designed in the C++ for better performance. But I want to interact with the Python as well. So there is a connector which is known as Python. So you can easily connect Python with the C++ and you can do perform operations, any operation that you do. Then let's say we'll take example of the Java. So Java have a connector with the Jython, which can connect with the Python and the Java operation. You can do that. So as well, like you can work with the Python along with the other programming language as well. There is no need to convert entire application in the Python, right? So whatever suits you, whatever the field that is we can do with the Python, you can do that, or other you can do with other programming language or existing development that you have done for the other programming language. So that is the easy thing that you can do here, right? Large community support. What does it mean? So large community support, you can type any single error in the Google. You in a few seconds you will get output, right? Few seconds you will get help. All over the world, people are using Python. in the service-based like a website, service-based companies, product-based companies, startup companies, they are using the Pythons, and like IITians and every peoples are available for you to help in the Python, right? So no need to worry. Even you are stuck somewhere, a lot of peoples are there to help here, right? Then web development with Python, yes, as I said that you can do any kind of development in the Python. So web development, mobile development, desktop application development, right? The data science kind of operations that you want to do. So you can do machine learning, you can do artificial intelligence, and the automations that we are going to work on, right? So this is all about the Python programming. It is like a whole bundle that we are going to discover when we are going to learn the Python. Okay. So this is about the entire Python. Now it is a flow that how the Python code is entered. So when you write any simple code, let's say 10 to 20 line of code, it goes in a compiler. So interpreter is a compiler. Will execute each line of code one by one, compile it, convert in a byte code, and send it to the machine code. And then you can get your output once the execution is done. So this is the entire flow of the how compiler works. Okay. Now we'll go on the next tool. So Python was the one tool, which is the programming language that is we are going to use. So now the next tool is Selenium. What is a Selenium? So Selenium is the library that is going to interact with your programming language as well as your browser. So like it is a client library that is going to give an instruction to the browser with the help of their driver, and then whatever action that you want to do, click, you want to do send text to the particular browsers, that you can do with the Selenium with the help of JSON via protocol, and then it can interact with any browser. It could be Firefox, it could be Chrome, it could be Edge, right? It could be Safari, any kind of browsers you can automate, right? And like a Selenium can support your Ruby, Python, Java, right? C Sharp, all different kind of programming language we can support with the Selenium. Okay. I hope you got the idea that what we are going to cover as part of the training. Now, as I said that we have a different parts, Selenium WebDriver, which is going to interact with your programming language and the browsers. Browser has their own drivers, which is going to take actions from the Selenium and then execute on the browser side, right? And we have a browser, so you can use any browser. It could be Edge, Firefox, Chrome, any browser that you can use. And that is all happening on the protocol. That protocol name is a JSON wire protocol. Okay, so this is all about that. Now we'll talk about the Pytest framework. So why we again will say Pytest framework. So I'll say I have 100 test cases, right? I want to segregate those 100 test cases. In the manual testing, generally we write a test cases. Of any particular test cases, we have to write a test cases. It could be 100, 200 test cases, and we generally categorize the test cases. It could be smoke test cases, sanity test cases, regression test cases, functional test cases, non-functional test cases, right? So similar way of the segregations, you have to do the automation as well. So if you want to execute one single script, that you can do the framework. If you want to execute a bunch of the test cases with the selection of the test cases, that you can do with the framework. Then if you want to generate the HTML report of your entire execution, then you can do with the framework, right? You want to do a proper logging of your execution, what is happening, where it got failed, everything you can do in the Pytest framework, right? You want to skip any test cases, you want to mark that particular test case on the basis of tag, you can do with the automation framework. So that is the reason that Pytest framework is the most important part of the entire automations, because you cannot individually maintain the 1000 scripts separately. You have to use one proper structure, a framework where you can put the test cases and you can execute properly, you can maintain it properly, right? So that's the reason we are going to use a Pytest framework here. Now, the next tool that we are going to cover, that is API testing. Okay, so what is API? I'll give you a very layman example for the API testing. Generally, it takes. So let's say take example, when you go in the restaurant, right? You order food. So the person is going to come and the waiter is going to come take a order from you. And then it will provide order to the cook who is going to prepare food. And then the same waiter is going to serve you, right? So now you are the person who is giving order. That is the client who is giving order, right? And the person who is going to take order and provide to the server side, which is your like a chef. So chef is your server. and the person who is taking order, responding back, right? The actions who is the API. So here the waiter is your API, right? So in a like in technical term, you will say generally we deal with the UI where we used to enter username, password, or something. So whatever username, password that you are entering, that is known as a presentation layer. And the username, password that we are taking and passing to the server side to validate on the database level, that taking to the database sections, it is done by the API, right? And then it will interact with the, so that is a business layer. The API action, that is a business layer. And when we talk about the actual data is reside where all information is stored, that is known as a database layer, where the all data is there. So the API is interacting with you to like provide the output here. Nowadays, let's say you want to book a flight, you can book a flight from booking.com, or we can say they make my trip or anywhere. So like they doesn't have the entire database access of their flights, right? They just have the information about the data, the flight is booked or not. How they are getting the data in their life, right? So they are getting the data on the basis of their APIs. So they provide some like a paid APIs where you can get a details and you can update the informations, right? So this is how the businesses are working in the API level, right? So that's the reason the API is most important part in the market right now. Okay, now so Python, Selenium, Pytest framework, API is done. Now the next thing that we'll cover, so that is a GitHub tool. That is a GitHub tool, which is a one cloud platform, which is going to store your code. Storage codes, I'll take again one live example. Let's say we have 10 people in a team, right? And everyone has to work in a one project. So how they are going to interact with each other, like how they are going to write a code. So I am writing my code on my machine, my colleague is writing on code on his machine. How they can put in the one centralized location. So they can create one automation repositories or any code repositories on the GitHub. So every team members can interact, right? And they can push them, put code there, daily basis they can modify it, and even the any team management people can track that what actions are happening, who is working what, right? Similar kind of environment we build in the our training as well. Day one, you will install a GitHub, you will create entire GitHub environment, right? And everybody will have their own repository sections, right? So we'll collaborative or going to work on the one repository. I'm going to push a code daily basis. You'll get a report code on that particular repository only, right? So it is a complete like environment that will create is generally create in our entire training, right? So in the like a GitHub, you can do version controlling, you can do source code management, you can do project management, you can do like a continuous monitoring of your code, you can do the like a documentation of the code, and project management also you can do that. So that is the reason that GitHub is most important. And all the tools that I'm talking about, this all are open source. It means completely free. No need to pay a single amount of money. Okay. Now the tool that we are going to cover, Jenkins. So in the testing, if you write a code, your automation code is that you written in the, and that is available on the GitHub site. Now you have to do execution. So every time it is not possible for you to execute your code on your local machines. So what you have to do, you have to execute your code on third-party machines, right? It could be a virtual environment, it could be a browser stack, it could be a Linux environment, Mac OS machine, and you want to do the nightly run execution with the help of automation. So then what you have to do, you have to take help of Jenkins. So what Jenkins does, it takes the code from the GitHub, put in that particular machine, execute all the test cases and the specific time, and it will give you the report as well on your mail, right? So that is completely automated process that Jenkins will do. Jenkins is basically a DevOps tool. The people generally use for the build management, the project management, but as an automation engineer, that we should also know that how we can use this DevOps tool for our daily executions, how to check the reports, how to create a jobs, how to integrate with the GitHub. So these all actions we will do with the help of Jenkins in our entire training. So from scratch, we'll install Jenkins. It is not like that, okay, the pre-installed Jenkins, I'll provide you command. No. On each and every machines, will install Jenkins, will create a jobs, will integrate with the GitHubs, and the step-by-step process that we generally follow, right? So it is like even one person is stuck there, I'll help you there. It is like a every time support is available. Okay, that is about the Jenkins tool. Okay, now you will see the live how we can like automate any website. Okay, so everybody use Facebook. Okay, let's try to automate the Facebook. I'll walk you through that. Okay, how the browser automation works. Okay, how we interact with the any of the browser element. It could be a text box, it could be a button, it could be any link. Okay, how it interacts. So let's write a script here. Okay, I'll open my editor. So this is my editors. Everybody, please confirm if it is visible to you or not.
Yes.
Yes, it is visible.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Okay, so here I'm creating one Python file. Okay, so that is the Selenium script we are writing. The file I have created the Selenium script. Here we go. Okay, Selenium script. What is the command that we have to execute here? Here, the libraries and everything is already installed on my machine, right? Okay, when you'll do that, you have to do some pre-configuration. So that part is I skip, but just to show you that how it works. So for that, what we have to do, we have to import Selenium. So we'll just say from Selenium import WebDriver. Okay, so WebDriver is the client of the Selenium, which is going to interact with your browser, right? Driver, initially I said that show the diagram as well. The driver is going to deal with your browser. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to initiate the driver. So driver is equal to, here we are going to write WebDriver. Then you can decide which browser you want to execute. Okay, which browser you want to choose. So I want to choose a Chrome browser. My execution should work on the Chrome browser. Here we go. Then once your browser is launched, what actions you want to do? So what I want to do, I want to maximize the browser window. It should be properly fit to the entire window. So maximize, second command I give maximize window. Then say driver dot, I want to set some timeout for the each element that we are going to interact. So that is the command that is implicitly wait that we are going to use. So I'm giving the 10-second time for the interactions wait for the each element. Okay. Then we have to launch a URL, which website that you are going to interact with. So we'll say driver dot, the next command that I'll provide get. So in the get, I will provide the URL of my website that I'm going to use. So HTTPS, here we say, here I'll want to interact with the www.facebook.com. Right? This is the website that I want to launch. So once my browser is launched, then what we have to do? Okay, I'll open the Facebook page. Okay. So you can see once we launch a facebook.com, then you can see we have a text box, we have a password, we have the button to click on a login, right? And then we can create a new button. So what we are going to interact, the email ID, your password, and then login, right? So this each particular element has their addresses, right? We have to provide that address to interact with the element. How to find it? So what you can do, you can just go to this element, right click on it and inspect on it. So there is an option that inspect. So we will get the address location of this particular element in the how the particular code is written. So this particular code is known as HTML code, hypertext markup language. That is the UI programming language. Generally, all the websites are designed in this particular programming language only. Okay, here we have the different type of address locations, different type of locators are available through which we can interact. So we have a name, we have an ID. So we can use this ID like an email, right, to interact with this particular element, right? So I can use this email ID and then we'll see that how it is going to work. So what I want to do, driver dot, then we have to provide the what action that you want to do on the browser level. So you have to provide method that is a find element. So you are giving command, please find element with this address. So for that, we have to provide, okay, what type of address you are providing. So the type of address that we are providing, name. Okay, it is the name of the person, because we want to, let's say, in general, if you want to address any person, you have to provide some identification of the person. You generally use ID or their name, their surname, which is specific to the person. Similarly, we have to do for the web elements. Here we are going to use that is ID. Okay, so we have to mention for this. So we'll say from Selenium dot WebDriver dot common dot by import by. So then we can through the by we can decide that okay what type of address that you want to use. So it is a name. So that address is known as a locator. Okay, so here we are using name locator, and then we will provide the email ID. This is the address that we have provided. So we given a command, can you please launch a browser, find the element with the name email. Okay, and what action you want to do? So I want to do send keys on it, and I want to enter some username password here. So let's say I want to say user1@gmail.com. These actions I want to provide. So user1@gmail.com. Okay, right. Similarly, I have to do for another element that is a password, right? If for password, right click here, inspect on it, and then we'll get the ID is equal to pass, right? So again, we'll get a same like address of the password as password field as well. So we'll say driver dot find element by, or we are using actually ID. So we'll use ID. Here it is ID, and then we'll provide the ID as a pass, right? Then I want to do action send keys. I want to enter the password, so the admin1234 or something, any password that you want to provide, right? Then I want to click on the login button. So this is a login button that I want to interact with. So we'll see that the login button, does it have? So you can see now we have a name is a login, right? So we can directly use name is equal to login. Copy on it. Then we'll say driver dot find element by name, right? Then we can use this, and then we can do the action. So the buttons, we can generally do the click operations only. In the manual operation, do that. Same we have to mention here as well, right? So you just need to click on it, and then here we go. So your script is done, right? So what I'll do, I'll put up some time slip that what action it is doing. The browser should stay for, let's say, 10 seconds. And then after that, we want to close the browser. So driver dot close. Okay, so we have written an entire script where we are telling the website, we are saying to the website, okay, please launch it, find the element with this particular address, and want to do enter a username, password, and then I want to click on a login button, right? So this commands we have provided, this is a sample script I have written. Let's execute and see that how it is working. Okay, so here I'm launching my script and see how it is working. Okay, it will launch a browser. You can see the browser is launched. Maximize, entering the username, password, click on the login button, and then it will stay on the website. So I entered a wrong username, password, right? But still it is taking the action. So my browser is trying to find out the like a action on it, what the username, password that you enter, and after that it closes, right? It wait for the 10 second if anything, any actions happen or not. So that is the entire script that we have written, right? Okay, and you can do further validations. Most of the stuff will, like many things will do in the our regular training. So this is one of the simple example I given for the entire script, right? So we'll go again on the So now Abhishek, you can take over. So
Dijesh, if you have any questions, Q&A session will be done. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll do it. Okay.
Okay. So anyone has any questions, query regarding that, what I have covered, right? So do you have like any questions related to the course content? Any doubt in your mind? Yeah, please ask questions. Frankly, you can ask, right? And don't hesitate about anything. Yes, Shilpi, please ask question.
Hello, sir. Thank you for the presentation. It was great.
Yeah, thank you.
I have couple of questions.
Yeah.
Not couple, more than couple, I guess.
Yeah.
So, what was like in Java? I did the Java automation
Mhm.
testing, and there we were using the Eclipse. So here also we use the Eclipse, or it is some other tool?
So as I show you, that is the another recommended ID, which is a PyCharm. Okay, for Python
Okay.
specifically, we use ID, recommended ID, that is PyCharm. That is only we are going to use.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said about API testing. So API testing can also be done with Python along.
Yes,
Okay.
we can do that.
So then, why we are having all that rest assured and other things?
Okay. So in the Java, we have a like a tool, rest assured and SOAP UI, right? Generally, people use for the testing, right? Similarly, the Python, we have the library Python along with the in the Python program, we have a request library through which you can like execute all the different kind of methods, get, post, put, delete, patch, all three you can do that. And any value that you want to like put in that username, password, authentications, anything you can do that. So these are different kind of tools specific to the programming language. If you are using Java, then you have to use rest assured. If you are using Python, then you have to use a request library.
Okay, so we'll be learning API testing also in this course, or?
Yeah. So it is the entire introduction of the API, how it works, what are the method, what are the protocols, what are the code, right? Everything we will learn. And I'll walk you through the manual tool as well, that is a Postman, right? How Postman work. So the Postman generally we use for the manual testing and the API, right? So that I'll walk you through as well, and then we'll do the automation.
Okay.
With the
So
Python.
Postman also will be covered then.
Yes. 100%.
Okay.
100%.
And I saw that while you were writing the program, there were auto suggestions in the
Yes.
Python. So is it like feature of the Python that it give auto
Yes,
suggestions?
it is a feature of the PyCharm.
Okay.
The PyCharm ID that we are using. So it provides all the auto suggestions. If your library is installed available, and then it will give you the auto suggestion.
Okay.
For all
And
the
will we be doing projects in the end?
yes. So we will do two projects, right? Two live
Hmm.
projects. We will take either any of the live website. It is like, let's say, any flight booking website or e-commerce website. So one project that we will do in the class, and one project you will do that from yourself from scratch. Okay. If you do it properly from your side and you clear the exam, then you will get a certificate, right?
Yeah.
So it is a compulsory for everyone has to do the project. One is from the regular class work that we are doing, and one has to done from your side, right?
Okay.
With the framework design, proper framework design. It is not like simple script that we are writing. It is not like proper framework design. Everybody has to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we are not using TestNG. TestNG is for Java, right?
Yeah. So you can say Pytest framework is just brother of the TestNG. So TestNG deal with the Java, and the Pytest framework deals with Python. So similar kind of functionality that you have with the TestNG, you will find same things here in the Pytest as well.
And we have those listener concepts and all that stuff we can do with
Yes.
Python.
Everything here. Everything is here.
And how long is the course? I didn't see that.
I would say that 3 to 3.5 months. So that is the entire course length, right? So yeah. So 5 days a week, and Saturday, Sunday will be off. So 1 hour daily.
Okay. And what is the scope of Python? Like, is Java like will I have an edge over others if I know Python? I mean, what is the scope of
Okay.
Python?
So
And
if I'll say in the market
of
right
Java.
now, yeah. So in in the market, so Java is a very old programming language, right? Only established the things in the market. So if I'll recommend, let's say out of the 10, right? So the 4% is for like a 4 for the Python and 6 for the Java, right? Because Java has some long legacy. The people are using it, but now the new tech people, they are more interested on the Python side because it is like a easy to use, easy to integration, right? And the scope is used, and even in the like a product-based companies, service-based companies, startup, everywhere it is there, right? So proper SDate profile, that entire course that we have designed for the SDate profile, the person who's going to do the software testing, development, and testing. Okay.
So it improves my scope if I learn
100%.
Python.
100% it will improve anyway, anyhow. Because now you can say that the manual like jobs are decreasing day by day, right? And the automations is booming in the market. Everybody wants to save their time to automate these stuff and move ahead. They don't want to repeatedly spend time on the manual. So that's the reason now automation is moving. So 100% the scope of your getting job is going to increase when you do this course.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Sylvie. Thank you very much. Thanks for your questions. Yeah. Yeah, Badari, you have some questions. Please ask.
Tejas.
Hi.
Yeah,
I really
Brijesh, sorry.
appreciate your class. Your session was so great. I have quick few questions here.
Yeah.
So then, if you go back for the code, whatever you have written, can you please
Mhm.
present the screen?
Yeah, sure.
See, I'm very new to this Python.
Mhm.
So then if I see from Selenium import WebDriver,
Mhm.
I have to understand first what is WebDriver, from where is this coming, why I have to import this WebDriver, why is it necessary for the program whatever we are writing.
Mhm.
So then once if I'm understanding the line, first line, whatever I'm writing,
Mhm.
then I'll be able to get to know why am I writing, for what I'm writing, in the sense I mean to be sharp on the point, whatever I'm telling is like whenever we start with the class, I really have to get to know what is what, where will I be using it. So then I'll be getting to know further what how to use that, where to use that. So, as I said, Python is very new to me. Basics of everything, I mean, every basic thing of Python will be taught in this class. So then next we can go for writing programming language.
Yes. So don't worry about it. Every single concept we will cover. So that this is a demo, right? How it interact, right?
I
So
really understand
before
it.
the
Yeah.
executions, we will explain each and everything. Okay, why
Okay.
we do import, what is the import, what is the use of import, right? What kind of
That
modules we can import, everything we will explain in the, so the entire flow of the course, it is like first we'll spend 1 week on the GitHub stuff to get you familiar with the GitHub stuff. Then we'll go to the Python, which is complete core Python. Will cover each and every stuff related to this. So these are known as modules, right? Library module that we are importing. So how we can import it, everything we will cover as part of the training, right? So don't worry about the it is how it is written, how it is just a demo. Don't worry the step, right? Even one
okay.
single step is not going to be seen. It is, there is no like a prior knowledge required for the training. No, it is nil. You just come with a blank mind. That's it.
I got your point.
Yeah.
And then one more thing for the integration, in the sense, every day we cannot use Facebook page for
No,
learning
it is not
about
it. We will use a lot
what
of other
tools.
applications.
Okay.
Okay, we will. It is not only for Facebook. We are going to use the lot many website. We'll do daily basis separate website, separate script, separate kind of concept we will use. Right. So it is like, it is just one example.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
same things you, I've asked you to do that. Don't do that what I have taught you. Let's go and find out any website on the market and try to automate and ask me questions. Right. So it
Sure,
is
sure.
your duty to bother me. It is your duty to bother me to come up questions anywhere. And then I'm going to resolve your queries. That is my duty. Right?
Oh, sure, sure.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Karthik, you may go next.
Yeah, Karthik, please ask question.
Hello.
Yeah, Karthik.
Hello.
Yeah, Karthik, we can hear you.
Okay, okay. So my consoling on that. So which type if you are using in Java with Selenium?
Mhm.
So there is some BDD framework on that. So any specific framework on Python or not?
So we are using Pytest framework.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so in place of the
Yeah.
test ng, we are going to use a Pytest framework with the Python.
Okay. So
Yeah.
in Selenium with Java, we are using some for a web element is like from CSL or XSL, right? So we
Yes.
have some different file on there.
Yes. So here also we
So
will cover that part.
okay.
Okay. So
So
the entire framework will be designed the structure with the different file, with the locators, the test cases files, and the module file, right? And
okay,
we can do marking of the all sections of your test cases with the help of Pytest framework.
okay, okay.
Yeah. So easily you can like segregate. I want to write like 100 test cases in one file. I want to execute only 5 test cases, which is labeled as a mass mode. You can do that
Okay.
with the command.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have knowledge, basic knowledge about the Selenium with Java also.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's a
getting 1.6 year experience on that in software testing
great,
field.
great. Good to hear that. Good to hear that. But it is not compulsory to have it. Okay, if you have, that's good. If it is not, that is also completely okay. No problem.
Okay. Yeah. And any API automation. So we can cover also this framework we are using, like ratio, right?
So no, rest assured is not a framework. Rest assured generally we do for API testing in the Java. We are going to cover request library in the Python itself, right? That is we are going to cover, and the automation framework will use the same Pytest framework to automate the APIs as well in the framework integration, right? So the tool that we are going to use for manual
Okay.
testing, that is a Postman tool for API testing. And similarly, we'll do the automations, what we have done API and the Postman, we'll do automation with the Python as well.
Okay. So API automation is also cover, right?
Yes, 100% we'll cover.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Karthik. Yes, Saurabh, please go next. What is your question?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Dipesh, for that. I mean, a small overview of the Python testing. It was a very good overview. So, my only question is, for example, currently I'm using Java with Selenium.
Mhm.
So, when will switch to other language? What are the main reason to use Python? I think nowadays Python is I mean, it's a hype. So, as per my understanding or as by my knowledge, we are going to use Python when till the application will interact with hardware, or it is a standalone, or like some embedded system, something. So there only we are going to use the Python. So I'm not sure I'm correct or not, as per my like talk are going on like this. So I gather the knowledge. Is that correct? Or suppose directly I can switch to Python from Java. I mean, how the requirement is, when should we choose
Okay.
one language over the other?
Yeah. So you have a multiple questions. Okay. So you have layer of questions. So I'll segregate those questions. So
Okay.
one is application, another is a tool. And so one is
Yes.
application, another is a programming language, third is the tool. Okay.
Yes.
So specifically when you are dealing with any web application, so anything on the browser,
Okay.
on the browser, it could be your like a banking website, it could be e-commerce website, it could be a social media website, it could be any kind of application. Doesn't matter, right?
Okay.
It is embedded system or no. Anything that you can see on the website that you can automate. Okay. Now coming to the part of the second, that is a programming language.
Yes.
So Java and Python, both programming language has their presence, right?
Okay.
If you know the Java, it means you know the fundamental of programming language.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
If you know the Java, then you know the fundamental programming language. Then you'll switch to the Python. Then switching on the Python level, it is much easier for you because Java has a much complex syntax as compared to the Python. Right?
Yes.
So the transition is the very smooth for you because already you know the basic syntax, right? But and you're already using it, so you have the added advantage that you have a Java knowledge as compared to the Python knowledge. So it is always depend on the company requirement where they want to go. Right? The company product requirement. You cannot say, okay, I'm working on Python, I'll do on the Python automation. No. The company application is working on a which tool or which tool they want to prefer, then you have to work on it. Right? If you have a knowledge of both, then it is a good for you that you can work any of them.
Okay. So there is no such requirement that if we are dealing with some standalone application, or
no, it is not like that. Not at all.
like
Not
that.
at all. Not at all. It is
Okay.
completely free that you can use programming language with any of the tool, any of the like programming language. All things are independent. There
Okay,
is no
because when
dependency.
I just observed that when call are coming from that company who are for example Bosch or L&T, those company are dealing with some automotive service. Automotive means if you in suppose the car, we are like some embedded system are there. They are on. I thought they are only they're using the Python testing, Python automation.
No.
Not
It is
like that.
completely myth. It is completely myth. Anywhere you can use it. It is completely myth. It is not about specific you can use. You can use anywhere. So don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one more question I have. Suppose if I'm learning but I don't have the real work experience, so when
Completely okay.
call will come, so we'll
Yes,
recruit
100% it will come. It is
recruiters
like a
will consider my knowledge, or how can I communicate that?
so basically in the market right now,
Yeah.
we have a lot of job, but
Yes.
now people are hiring only skilled people. If you go back by 3 to 4 years, people used to like, okay, we will teach the person to in the company, and then we'll train him. That scenario is like a decreasing nowadays. They want people who can ready to work in the company. So we are going to give you the that experience that you can ready to work in any kind of environment, right? So it is
Okay.
like we are already developing an entire development environment to work in a one collaboration team. Daily basis you are pushing the code. Daily basis you are executing with the Python. So completely that there could be no new things for you when you go to the company, right?
Yes.
So obviously the company will choose you instead of the other people who are completely fresh. They don't know about the collaboration and everything,
Okay. So
right?
only that language is here added. I mean, if I'll consider Java with Selenium, Python with Selenium, then Python has their separate library as
Yes.
Selenium, and some syntax and some methods are
Syntax
just
changes are there.
yes.
The some principal level thoughts are also changed, but the
Okay.
basic concept of programming language will remain same.
Yes, because just now you observe that methods you are writing that find elements that
Yes, yes,
inside
yes,
that
yes.
find there is a gap. I mean, so sorry, that is a
Underscore.
space is there. So there is no camel case there for following, right?
No, 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 no. So it is a Python is a case sensitive language.
Case sensitive. Okay,
Yes, it is
okay,
case sensitive language.
okay,
Okay. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you
Dipesh.
very much. Yeah. Shankar, please ask your question. Thanks, sir.
Yeah,
Okay.
hi.
Yes,
Actually,
Shankar.
actually, I have seen a lot of job profiles adding with AWS, Azure, like that. So
Mhm,
cloud
mhm,
platforms.
mhm.
What is the use of that in the automation related?
So Python is a programming language that can interact with the Azure. It can interact with the AWS. It can interact with your like a Google as well, right? Google services as well. So it is a
No, no,
library.
no, no.
So
I'm not asking like that. Actually, in the profile, they are asking AWS Boot 3,
so
like
Buto 3. It is a Buto 3.
yes, yeah, yeah, right, right.
Buto
So,
3. So
so
Buto
what?
3 is a Python library through which you can interact with the any of AWS service.
Okay, okay. Can you
Okay.
please explain about this? I didn't understand properly.
Yeah, yeah. So Buto 3 is not a part of our course actually. Okay.
Okay.
So the AWS is a kind of completely like a different way. If you go that way, then the entire our goal is going to this. So that's a reason that we didn't cover it, right? So AWS and the Buto 3 is a completely different part. Okay. If you want somewhere, then definitely I can accept it, but would be great if you can go stick with the current focus. Okay, if you want,
Is this
definitely I can walk you through as well, no problem. But right now we should focus on the Python Selenium more. Yeah, would that be
okay?
okay?
If they are asked in the interview purpose, how can we handle that?
So I can provide you the documentations and the links for that. So don't worry. Okay,
Sure,
we can
sure.
handle
Thank
it.
you.
Don't worry, we can handle it. But you just please connect with me. Okay.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay. Thank you very much. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you. Shilpi, you have a question?
Yes, so you said that like integration of different languages with Python is possible.
Yes.
So like do you see that since Python is a new language, in coming years we'll see moving from Java to Python, or both are equally powerful
If you
languages?
will see the search in the market right now, Python is a one step ahead from the Java. One step ahead as per the adoption concept.
Okay.
So people are adopting Python is very much. But why integration is possible? Because let's say you spend around like a 10 to 20 year to application in develop entire application on Java, right?
Mm,
It is not possible you to spend again another 20 years in developing the Python. But
yeah.
some part for the like a customer interaction part, some that customer is dealing that you can do better in the Python. So you will do Python and integrate with the Java with the core part, right?
Okay.
Instead of the developing entire applications, you will develop that things which will give more value to your application,
Okay.
right? So that's the reason that the people are moving towards on the Python.
So we will be still be able to integrate Java with Python.
Yes, 100%. No, Java with Python, it is like a 100% we can do that, but in that we generally do in the application development, not on the automation. Right? We are working in the automation testing. Testing is basically not application development. It is application testing.
Okay.
So if you are doing on this Selenium side with the Java, then you go with the Java. If you'll go on the Python, then you have to go with the Python Selenium. You cannot mix Python and Selenium, Python and Java with Selenium in one go. Okay.
Oh.
I hope I answer your question.
Yeah, I kind of understood.
Yeah. So
Deepesh, APM also you can automate by
yeah,
using Python.
APM is the mobile automation tool.
Yes, but using Python we can automate.
Yeah, we can automate. So APM is the tool, as like Selenium is a tool, right?
Yes, yes.
Similarly, APM is a tool that you can interact with the Python as well. You can interact with the Java as well. You can interact with the Ruby, C#, any tool there. So as like a Selenium is helping us to interact with the browser. Same APM is going to help you to interact with your mobile application.
Yes. So there is the library is also available for that.
Yes,
right?
100%. It is
Okay.
available. It is available. APM
Oh.
libraries are available. You can do
Okay.
that. No problem.
Okay.
But that is
Okay.
not a part of our course content. Okay. It is completely for web automation.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. Okay.
Just to clear your doubt, if you have the misconception, that's the reason I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Vinay, please ask your question.
In the part of the question in the course, we will cover Playwright.
No, Playwright is again a different tool, right?
Mhm.
So automation, we have a lot of tool in the market, which is like a robot framework, right? And the Selenium, C#, and many other tools. So Playwright is a different tool altogether, as like a Selenium. So we are only focusing on the Selenium, not on the Playwright. Selenium with the Python. So Playwright can also go with the Python. Playwright also go with the Java. So it is a company requirement always that which tool that you want to cover, right? So in our course specifically, we are focusing on the Selenium with Python, not on the Playwright.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, yeah, Vinay, thank you. Okay, anyone else has any questions, query, please, guys?
Good evening, Deepesh.
Yeah, Ramya.
Yeah, one sec. I have one doubt regarding that API testing.
Yeah.
Like, what is the tool we are using?
So for manual, we are going to use the tool that is Postman, right? And for automation, we are going to use one of the Python itself. We have a library, request library. So like a Selenium is a library. Similarly, request is a library that help us to interact with the APIs.
Request library, you are saying?
Request library. Yes, yes, you're right. Request library.
I can say that is like library, like it is like in Pytest or Python, it will be commander, or it is separate tool like Postman.
No,
you are
no.
saying?
So you can see in the Python script that I have written, right? It is showing the, which is Selenium, import Selenium, right?
Yes.
Similarly, we have to do import request. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. We have to install it and then we have to use import request. That's it. After that, you have to, you can get all the suggestion command that is required for get, push, patch, any operation that you want to do.
Okay. In Postman also we can use Python and we can run that by automation.
So no. So yeah. So once you write your entire code of the API in a Postman, then you can get a code of specific language with the Postman. Okay. So if you want like a JavaScript, Java, Python, C#, C++, you can get any type of code from the Postman. Right? But that is an individual script. But we are going to design an entire framework Python. But right, individual scripts are not help you to maintainable. It is like you cannot use it for longer.
Thank you, Deepesh.
Yeah, Ramya. Thank you very much. Thanks for your question.
Hello.
Yeah, anyone else?
Hello.
Yeah.
Sunil Kwaranjan this side. I have a
Yes, Sunil.
question regarding the ISTQB certification. So you will be provide a training session only for that live recorded. Yeah, you will.
I'll come to that. I'll explain the offers. I think once we are done with the technical questions, I'll go and explain the offer part. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So Abhishek will definitely cover this your questions. Okay. Do you have any questions related to Python, Selenium, Pytest, automations, anything?
Shilpi.
Yeah, Shilpi.
No.
So what happened is I joined the automation Java. I did that course, and I am like new to IT. Like it's a change for me, and I haven't done manual testing at all. I was able to do Java properly. I learned it nicely, but will that create a hurdle or
No,
like
no, not at all. Not at all.
like the recorded sessions, like the one that is I see on the screen, will that help me just to learn it like that and I'll be fine? And because you said manual testing, anyways, there is no scope in the market.
Yeah,
So
but the basic stuff that is like a needed, right? What is a test case, right?
yes, so
That is
that I can learn
that a
from
part of the
those.
test. Yes, 100% you can go through it. So it is a
So like
basic stuff that
on manual.
I'm also going to explain what is a test case, how it works, what we do generally in the testing part that I'm going to cover, and then you can go through the recorded videos as well that you will get an idea. So Manish already explained it very well in our recorded
Yes.
video. You'll get all knowledge about the manual testing very well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that will have the manual testing video will have the API and SQL because I was planning on joining that course before
I
I
think API is a different
It's a different course. It's a
it is a
different course.
different course.
API
Not
and
a
SQL is
it is
different.
different, completely different.
Oh,
Yes,
okay, okay.
yeah.
So, but manual testing, I'll get that.
Yes.
Like I'll be able to
Yes,
understand.
100%, 100%.
Okay.
So
And yeah.
yeah, Dipesh, go ahead.
So I think we are done for the technical questions. If you
Yes.
have any, please raise. So I'll hand over to Abhishek. Please, Abhishek, please
Cool.
take over. Thank you.
So, folks, I'll quickly cover what is the offer that we have for all of you. So we are giving a 50% flat discount on our pricing, right? So if you see our course pricing is 21,240 rupees, but for the first time under the year-end offer, we are giving it for 10,999 only. So it's a flash. Actually, it's more than 10,000 rupees of discount. Then second is 10,000 words of benefits. Now, what you're getting in this 10,000 words of benefit, first is your free manual testing live recorded classes, right? So that you will get it free. You will be assigned these packages in the application. You can watch these videos in the mobile application or the desktop application. Then second is free ISTQB certification. So all the study materials, all the exam preparation notebooks, everything will be provided under the ISTQB certification. So this is also a live recorded classes, correct? Then the other benefit that we are providing with this course is price guarantee protection. So let's say if you're getting this particular course, automation testing Python with Selenium at a lesser price, right? And with the same set of benefits, then we can match the pricing. So that guarantee is something that we can provide from our side. Then during the course tenure, you will be given multiple live projects to work on. And at the end of the course, you will be also be given a 3 months of internship experience, correct? On top of that, we also have a referral bonus, right? So if you refer a friend, if your friend takes the admission, you get 1,000 rupees of cash discount, or I would say a cashback, right? So these are the things. I think some of the things that we are primarily looking to address through these offers is one, definitely you asked, related to manual testing. Since some of them will not have context about manual testing, right? They just need to have an understanding. So for that purpose, we are giving the manual testing live recording classes. Second thing is most of the companies, let's say in US or basically the MNCs, right? They are looking for software testers with ISTQB certification. So we feel that is also somewhere mandatory for you to grow in your career, and that's the reason we are providing you a free ISTQB certification live recording classes. So I hope I have explained the offer very well. If anyone has any question related to offers or something, please feel free to ask.
What is that 3-month internship experience? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so basis the projects that you'll be doing throughout the course, basis that you'll be given an internship experience.
I'm still not clear.
Okay.
Sorry.
So during your course tenure, right, of 3 to 4 months. So let's say you'll be given multiple projects to work on, right? So if you clear all your projects, so you get your internship experience letter at the end of the course.
And as one is asking, will Jira will also be covered in this course?
I think Dipesh can cover that. Dipesh can answer.
Yes, Jira is a part of the manual testing tool, right? So that will be covered in your manual testing live recorded. So it is not a part of automation, right? It is a part of the manual testing tool. So that is covered in your manual testing recorded sessions there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So much.
Like
Anyone
Dipesh will explain the manual testing or other person?
So one of our trader, Manish is our founder of the company and who's already going to explain everything related to the manual testing. I will take care of automation part.
Is this ISTQB is like like it is in 11,000 or we need to charge something for?
Completely free.
It's
It is in the
it's
same
free. It's
amount.
complimentary. Along with the Python Selenium course, it's complimentary. That's why we have mentioned free ISTQB certification live recording classes. It's completely free.
After completion of 3 months of internship and all those things, we will writing this ISTQB.
So when you enroll, right, at the time of enrollment in itself, when you start your classes, simultaneously we'll be assigning you the manual testing and ISTQB certification live recording classes so that you can revise in your free time. Okay. So parallelly, you can also learn manual testing and ISTQB, prepare for the ISTQB certification exam.
My question is like, when do we perform this ISTQB testing
So that you
exam?
can do after the course. That you can do after the course.
So what if we already have ISTQB foundation? Will you be providing advanced one?
No, this is for the foundation level itself.
Only foundation.
Yeah, this is for the foundation level.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyone else? Saurabh, you have some question?
No, I cover. I'll cover.
Okay. Karthik?
Okay.
Yeah, in part of the technical, so in that we have covered CI/CD pipeline on that, Jenkins on that.
I believe it is covered. Dipesh can confirm. Dipesh on mute.
Okay.
Yeah, Karthik. Yes, you please repeat your question.
Yeah, so in that we can cover the CI/CD pipeline, Jenkins on that.
CI/CD pipeline is also part of that. So Jenkins integration with the GitHub, that
Yeah.
the integration of the GitHub to pull the code and like execute in the different machines, get the output results, everything will part of the entire pipeline design.
Okay. Could you share me the roadmap on that so it's easy for everyone?
Yeah, sure. We will get the entire the course in a PDF. You'll get in the group itself.
Yeah, so in the WhatsApp group itself, I'll be sharing the modules and everything. The PDF itself I'll share. So you can refer.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I have a question. So in the manual testing recording, there'll be interview questions and stuff too, like whatever sir explains.
Don't worry. All those things will be provided. Don't worry. The MCQ,
Like how to
the study
prepare.
materials, everything will be provided. Don't worry.
Okay. And the exams he takes and all that will be there. Like
Exams is something done with the what do you say, the course. This is since it's a recording, so obviously exams are not there, but the study materials something is will be provided.
the questions and everything will be there.
Don't worry. I think it's more than enough, right?
Okay. And ISTQB same the
Same. So
questions
we
and
have so what we have done, we have analyzed last many years question papers, right? And basis that we have curated almost how many questions? Almost I guess some 400 questions, I guess. So so that covers I think 80%, 70% of the questions that is still asked in the examinations, right? We have prepared in the question bank. So that is
that we will get with the ISTQB and
yeah,
manual.
correct.
Because I think it's a multiple choice question in ISTQB
correct.
certification. So that's how the questions have been formed and
Yes,
okay.
correct.
That sounds good. Thank you.
Anyone else have any question?
Yeah, hello, hi Dipesh. Hi. So I wanted to ask what is the scope of this Selenium with respect to web scraping? Can
Yeah.
actually recently I was having an interview where they were asking Selenium with respect to web scraping. So some tables which were loading dynamically. So scraping that data with the help of Selenium. Can we cover that things as well in this course?
Yes. So scrapping it is a part of the it is a part of the automation process. Scrapping is something to getting information from the website, right? So I'll take example of, let's say, e-commerce website. In a one website, you have listed 10 mobiles are there. All the information about the mobiles it is there, and you want to get their mobile name, like a mobile names, reviews, and the amount of each, the pricing of each mobile that you want to put in your text files, Excel file or CSV file, right, as part of the extractions.
Yes,
So
yes.
that you can easily do with the Python or Python Selenium. You can get it with the help of the XPath. You can get each of the element, dynamically find it, and you can store in any file, right? So that web scraping part definitely will part of our. Beautiful soap is a separate tool, right? That generally
Yes,
people,
yes.
that people generally expect that we don't cover as part of the training. But Selenium with web scraping to scrap all the data from the website, that we will cover.
Actually, most of the time it required to use JS queries, not directly not with the XPath we were able to.
Yeah. So it is like most of the time, like I say, the beautiful soap jQuery, the jQuery extraction is also that defined by the ID, name, XPath is there, right? The document dot find element something.
Yes.
That also the DOM document queries also provide that you can execute all your jQuery with the help of Selenium.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Dipesh.
Yeah, Vikas. Thank you. Thanks for your question.
Sorry. Anyone has any questions, technical questions or questions related to enrollment process or related to offers, pricing, anything? Please feel free to ask.
Like I have just clicked on that link. Just open that form. There I have an icon, like one dot. Course interested in, like what I need to select there.
The first option, Python Selenium. Automation testing, and in bracket it would be either Java or Python. So you can select the first option.
Thank you.
Cool. So I'll be sharing the course content, right, in the WhatsApp group itself. I'll also tell you. So I think some of you have asked how you can pay the RINI EMIs and all. So with the help of your credit card or debit card, you can pay in easy EMI options, right? So we are integrated with Razorpay. So EMIs start from 400, 500 rupees. So basis the tenure, you can definitely select. Then if you have asked what is the tentative date when courses start. So tentative date is December 26th, right? And the timing is 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., right? So Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there will be no classes, correct? And I have floated a sheet in the chat box. Request everyone, whoever is interested, if they're looking for the participation certificates, to provide the feedback for everything, please fill this form, right? With this form only, we will get your inputs and we'll get in touch with you, or we'll be able to help you out, right? Cool. Anyone still have any questions, or should we wrap up? Okay, I feel so thank you everyone. Thank you for joining the masterclass on Python Selenium. I feel this was very interactive and most of you have participated well. And this course is going to be very helpful for all of you since we are seeing the demand for manual testing is degrading day by day. And the future is automation testing, right? Okay, Momita has recording available for today. Yes, so the demo recordings will be provided to all of you. So I'll be sharing it in the WhatsApp group itself. So in case somebody has missed out attending the webinar completely, they can definitely go through the recordings. Anyone else? I
Oh,
think we can wrap it up.
Manish sir will be taking any class, or he will not take any class?
No. So for Python Selenium, Dipesh is going to conduct
Deepesh,
all the
okay,
classes.
Deepesh sir, okay.
Yeah. For manual testing, through the recordings, you can like
Refer to that one.
yeah,
Okay.
Manish is kind of covering the manual testing recording. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Sir, if we, if like, suppose if the course is not, like, if we, the course, is not able to complete, and then we'll get extra classes, right? In case, if it is not, if something is not clear, or
See, that is something,
that
don't worry. I mean, the Dipesh is anyways there, right? So you can always ask these things during the classes, and Dipesh is there to help you out. Don't worry about that,
So
right?
don't worry about selfie. It is not like only the classes this problem I'll get to self. So you can message me on the WhatsApp whenever you start. And in the next sessions, always I ask queries to the questions a student cover those and then cover the data. Right? Even if one single student is asking questions, I cover those and then I move to next. Right?
oh,
So don't worry about this step. Okay, it is not. We are not here to finish the course. We are here to train you. Okay, so even if you get like a few days here and there, that doesn't make any like a difference. So don't worry about that. It
And
is
before we finish, one more important thing I think I missed out covering here. See, anyways, you get your class recordings, right? So let's say if something is not very clear, you can definitely revise it through the class recordings. The other thing that we also provide is a free batch transfer. So let's say if you're not, let's say you have an important project or some personal commitment, or let's say there's some work, you're not able to do it, you can always transfer to the next batch, right? And there's no charges for that. So those facilities also we provide, since most of you are working professionals. So we, as a company, we also provide this option to all our students. Okay, cool. I hope we have addressed all the questions. So thank you again to all of you. Uh, let's see. Okay, let's see. Meet you in the classes. Okay. Ciao.
thank
Good
you guys.
night.
Thank you very
Much.
much.
Thank you, Deepesh.
Thank
Thank you very
you.
much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank
Thank you.
you.
Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, bye, Dipesh.
Yeah. Bye bye.